This is Will.
This is Alex.
Welcome back to another episode of They Mostly Come Out of Me. Welcome back, everyone. You know how, like, that one episode, you could just tell our energy levels, like, where the movie, if the movie was, like, exciting or if it was good or bad, you can kind of tell from the intro.
I feel like those guys in The Mummy.
Yeah.
When he, like, saps their life force away. That's how I feel right now.
Yeah. I'm a husk.
I am a husk of a man.
I'm a husk of a man. Tonight we had a request of Rooney, but before we get to the request, please, for the love of God, for the love of all that is holy in this world and good and just, go subscribe, like, comment. We do recommendations like this one every 5 episodes. You can request the biggest pieces of shit like this that you want. You can,
or whatever.
You can request actually good movies if you want to.
You can request whatever you want, and we will watch it if we feel like it.
And we will watch it, and we decided to watch this one. But please support the podcast however you can. Really helps us out. Really gets us going so we can give you the good content that you love and like, and that's about all the energy I had. I exhausted it. Anyway, let's get to Vampires Night Orgies or whatever the fuck it's called.
The Vampires Night Orgy.
Spoiler alert, just right off the bat. There is 0 orgies in this movie.
Okay. Look.
I mean, we already knew that was going to happen, but...
You got an early 70s movie. It's got some goober-ass title like The Vampires Titties Night, whatever. And you just know.
Vampires Bareback Cabin,
yeah.
You know? Like something like
Vampires Butt Cheek Sugar Walls Bazonga, like you see that title,
Honey Pot Extravaganza. You know it's not gonna be.
You know it's bullshit. Like you just know.
You know it's there to just like buzzwords to get like horny dudes to rent this shit,
or like because they would have attached this as like a double feature at like the back end of a possibly real movie. And so possibly. And so some fucking idiot's like, oh, the vampire orgy's lit. And then you watch it, and it's bullshit.
It's bullshit. We got another Spanish dub movie.
We got another dubbaroonie from Spain.
Like, at least Paul Naschy wasn't
in this
man,
one. At least, you know what? I miss Paul Naschy.
Paul Naschy was too good for even this movie.
At least Paul Naschy, like, those movies had some consistency.
There's some, like, charm, because he brings a little bit of charm to it. There's something to, like, kind of latch onto and kind of like about those movies. With
structure.
There is structure, and there's something going on. There's plot and stuff going on. There's a little bit going on here, but it's mostly just bullshit.
No. The little you get, Will, is in the very beginning with the setup, and then they just absolutely they fall off a cliff.
It's just so. This movie is just so boring. Like.
Also, yeah, that's a bit of a problem.
The horror scenes, if you can even call them that, are like the most like insanely stupid vampire.
Are you scared of elderly people?
You're scared of elderly people gnashing their teeth at the camera? Because if you are, this is gonna scare the shit out of you.
Because I mean, look, there's a terrifying scene when they massage our dudes' heads to death.
This is going to be a rambler, obviously. Yes. I do love that the only actual vampire is the Countess, because that's the only one they gave actual fangs to.
So the whole setup of the movie.
Yeah, we'll get like nutshell version. I don't even know what's happening really. They're taking a bus to somewhere to like work in a mansion.
From what I understand,
there's like a gardener, a child care person, a tutor. Like it's just all bullshit because it doesn't matter because they like there's no character development in this fucking movie. So like who gives a shit?
The one character development is that there's a guy who's a pervert and he falls in love with a woman.
But he's not even on the bus.
No,
he like showed up a week later. I don't know how he was there.
He showed up earlier.
Like an hour earlier, and has been walking around the village. But anyway, they all get stranded in this village because they like want... And it's not... Here's the other bullshit. Please. It's not because it's like they're running out of gas and they need to go into town to get like some like gas.
Their bus driver dies.
It's literally their bus driver dies and they get tired... So they go to the closest town to rest up,
which is not on the map.
But
there's a sign for it.
But there's a sign for it, and it's only like 10 kilometers away. And they're like, "Bet we're gonna go rest there," even though everyone saw the bus driver die, and no one's traumatized by it. No, everyone's fine. The bus driver becomes an inconvenience at some point.
Well, guess what? Towns Full of Vampires movie.
Yeah, Towns Full of Vampires movie. Fucking old people gnashing their teeth at the camera.
You get a series of just illogical nonsense behavior from people.
I don't understand this movie. I'm trying. But I don't.
Are you trying?
I really don't. Like,
I do love...
There's so many, like, plot holes and so many...
How about the opening? The coffin?
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I don't know, because, yeah, they're like, doing it... Because they do funeral processions for some reason, and they don't ever explain why.
In the very beginning, yeah, it's a funeral.
And, like, they drop the fucking coffin into the grave, and it opens, and maggots start crawling out, and it, like, gets all smoky.
And everyone freaks out.
Also, the vampires are, like, immune to sunlight for some reason.
For reasons.
I have no idea why. They are controlled by one person called the Countess.
Who's the one person in the movie that has vampire teeth.
She tells them to, like... Because they want to entertain their guests to make it seem like it's an actual village and not like a village of vampires. So, to feed them protein, basically, she's like, hey... We're gonna chop off a villager's leg and then chop off a villager's arm and feed it to them.
Yes.
And I don't really.
What's the point?
I don't get it because they're gonna just nom on these people anyway.
If they eat them anyway.
Why the fuck would you even entertain that?
If they turn them into vampires.
They do, and like almost immediately. And I don't fucking understand what the fucking food thing is. I don't get it. I don't. It makes no sense. Like, they bring them into this village, and they're like, oh, fuck, all we have is rolls. We used all the flour to make the rolls. What do? They need protein. And instead of just being like, forget about it, they'll survive, we're going to nom on them anyway. They're like, no, you're right. We need to feed these people. These people demand food, so let's give them a leg and an arm of a villager.
Yeah. Even though they kill them anyway.
And there's some random kid that keeps, like, rizzing up the other kid in the movie.
He just shows up and...
Because in the credits they're called And the Children,
The Children,
right?
Yeah.
And so he just keeps randomly showing up, and he's like this mysterious kid.
He wants to play hide and seek.
Well, and he like appears when the bus driver first dies, and the little girl's like, What are you doing here? It kind of talks to him.
He doesn't say anything.
And he just fucking disappears.
Yeah.
He, like, literally disappears. And the guy that's, like, 10 feet away is like, oh, you children have such an imagination.
Yeah.
You know,
he's like, he just disappeared.
Did you notice that's the end, the end explanation that the cop has, too?
Yes.
Is like, oh, you youngins have some imaginations.
As he's talking to like a 40-year-old man. Yeah.
A 40-year-old man that peeped. Why are we supposed to like that guy? Like, why is he our hero?
Okay, let me show you a thing, Will.
He's like our hero, and he's like a pervert, and he's horrible.
Let me.
He is absolutely awful in the entire film, and doesn't give a shit about anyone.
Let me explain.
I don't fucking understand this character at all.
Let me explain you a thing.
Okay, all right, please do. Please explain.
Because apparently, to some people, this is a selling point. Okay.
The hero?
Okay.
Are you serious?
They on the one of.
Oh, fuck me.
On one of the Blu-rays of this movie.
Oh my god, no.
This is steamed film.
No, do not.
They have a little pull quote.
Oh my god.
And the pull quote says, on the back of the movie, it says, Jack Taylor makes for a reliably sleazy man. And
what? What? That's all they could say? That's all they could say.
And it's not like a...
I mean, that is true.
Okay, but
he's like he's our, but he's also our hero.
Oh my god! So
you want a sleaze bag for our hero?
So he's the guy who's in the town already.
Yeah, and he's looking around, and they don't find anyone because like the town is empty for some reason because they're all at the graveyard, and they're trying to figure out why the fuck no one is there.
And they decide to stay the night.
And so they're like, okay. So
even though there's nobody there.
Why on earth would you go into a town with no one there and be like, all right, bet, we're going to sleep here?
That's what they do. And so that dude also decides to sleep there, and his room is next to one of the women, and we get two scenes.
Yeah, he has
identical scenes.
He finds a little peephole in his closet, and he decides to spy on her while she's undressing. Is that the hero you want?
That's our dude.
That's your fucking hero? Guy who just fucking invades women's privacy?
That's our reliable sleazeball, whatever that means.
I don't really know what that means because he's a horrible hero. Because, like, his whole plan, right, is to get his car started. Because
they have a bus, he has a car, yeah.
Like, the bus doesn't start, and and
his car doesn't start.
Well, at a certain point, they lure the guys, like, they lure two guys into the bus by, like, it starting. And they're like, oh, it does start. Like, let's get out of here. And then they get attacked by old people. And their faces massaged by old fucking fingers. And so... But then our guy's car doesn't start. So he looks at the engine. They look at it like 4 times. So he looks at it.
But only the last time he looks at it does he notice the thing. Yeah.
So he looks at it once, nothing, right? I can't tell what's wrong with it. Second time,
the other vampire man to look at it.
Well, I don't get it because he looks at it, it's not starting, right? So he comes back out and he tries to start it again.
Nothing.
And it doesn't work. And then the third time he goes out and looks at it, he notices a pipe is cut. And this is the logic of our hero, right?
Yes.
He sees the cut thing that's clearly making his car not start. And what does he do?
Tries starting it.
He gets in the fucking car and he tries to start the car again while not fixing shit in the car.
And then he decides, I'm going to fix it tonight.
Well, and I love that logic too, because every one of the attacks has happened at night up until this point, right? So he's like, oh, let's leave tonight. And I'm like, bitch, why would you leave at night?
When everyone attacks.
When everyone is like a vampire
when
at
shit
night.
Goes down.
It also does not explain why vampires exist during the daytime, because at a certain point, after attacking the first person, they just like hang out in the village now. Like villagers are just like in the village.
They're just wandering around in broad daylight.
Yeah, and I don't. It's like the count. They're controlled by the countess, and then they meet the countess, and the countess is like, I like Shakespeare and Brahms and fucking poets. Hey, Caesar. One of the guys' name is Caesar. Yeah. Read me Shakespeare, and he's like, bet, and then he
reads her Shakespeare. She's like, let's fuck,
and then he's like, okay, and
then you're like,
awkward sex scene.
Are we gonna get an orgy? No,
there's no orgies.
You get awkward sex scene, and then they're done, and then he wakes up, and she's a vampire. And don't you just hate when that happens?
Well, and he acts like it's like, don't you just?
He's like, oh shucks,
because he doesn't scream or anything. No. He just like shambles against the wall, and then
she bites him.
Well, heavy quotations on bites because it's clearly no
actual
bite.
Connecting.
And then throws him off the balcony.
And then the old people pat him to death.
They do their thing.
They just dogpile him to death.
I just... Oh my god.
There's so little logic.
There's nothing like gluing this all together. It's just a mishmash of just scenes.
Yes.
And the dialogue is just all over the place.
The dialogue is not even worth mentioning.
There's people like... I will mention the fact that they repeat themselves ad nauseum.
Yes.
They will say something and then literally next scene say the exact same thing. But like sometimes in a different way.
Or just have nonsense reactions to things.
Oh, there is no reaction. The acting is abysmal.
Like, there's a bit where they're feeding our guy, our main peeper, and the lady he's peeping, feeding them.
Our hero.
And they have like a stew. And the woman...
This is after they've chopped the guy's arm off to make the stew, because for some reason they're still feeding their humans.
No. They chop off that guy's arm, but then after that, there's another guy who's just missing his fingy.
Because it was like an accident, but like I thought that was like his explanation for it, but it actually happened, I guess.
Will, I don't have a fucking clue.
I don't understand, because he walks off with a detached fingy.
A missing middle fingy.
But like, it was a mistake.
But we also watched them chop off another guy's arm, and the little girl who is playing hide and seek, she watches this dude get his arm chopped off by Andre the Giant, and she doesn't care.
She doesn't tell a single living soul. She does not give a shit.
She doesn't mention to anybody.
She doesn't tell her mom. She doesn't tell anyone in the town. She is just A-okay with that traumatizing shit of like Andre the Giant chopping someone's arm off.
She's fine. No one mentions a word of this.
I will admit the only entertaining scenes for me, were when the villagers were getting attacked by Andre the Giant because they're just doing the most mundane shit. And then he just comes in with an axe, and they're like, he's like, I need a leg, and they're like, no. They start
I love the other one. My favorite is the second one,
where they're playing. So the children are playing hide and seek, and she wants. I don't get the kid. I don't get the boy. The boy makes no sense to me.
Nothing.
We'll get to that.
It doesn't matter.
It really doesn't. Because it makes no sense, because they don't even bother explaining what's going on.
Goddamn thing.
And so they're playing hide and seek, and she follows Andre the Giant, right? And this is how she sees the arm being chopped off. But like what leads up to it is he's like clamoring through the village,
looking for meat,
and then he goes into like the sharpener, like the weaponer,
the blacksmith.
Yeah, the blacksmith who has like this little wheelie sharpener, and he's like, sharpen my axe. And then he like
sharpens it.
It's just like an awkward scene where he just sharpens it, and then they're both holding onto the axe, and he's like, I need an arm.
The Countess says you can work with one arm.
And you see his reaction.
No,
and they just like struggle over the axe, and then he starts running away, and Andre the Giant like steps on him and chops off his arm.
So yeah, they feed the body parts to the people. Our woman finds a finger in the stew.
Yeah, but it's not the guy's arm, the one from the arm.
Yeah, apparently.
It's a mistake that happened, even though we didn't see that.
No. And so she freaks out.
We're just supposed to like accept that.
And no one really cares.
No one gives a shit. Even the mom or the daughter, they don't care.
Oh, they have zero reaction to this.
She has a reaction. She has an extreme reaction where she screams into the camera.
She screams at the camera, but everyone else is just kind of like, "Oh, sorry, go to sleep."
Well, I love like how she's screaming and freaking out, and the main guy, like the headpiece for the Countess, is like, "Oh, I'm sorry. It was probably a mishap. I didn't mean to startle you. You please let me prepare." So all while she's like screaming and freaking out, like all in hysterics, he's like, "Please let me make you some other thing, and please calm down, like I don't know what's going on, I don't understand." This is all after they try and get him to eat, right? Because they think something's wrong, like the matter, and they're like, "Why don't you eat?" And he's like, "Oh, I eat like a bird, I don't want it." And they're like, "Okay,
why don't you drink
with us?" And he's like, yes, we have a Antonia or whatever the fuck it is.
A special liquor.
They have a special liquor, and of course it's blood, even though it looks like tomato juice.
He drinks the tomato juice. And he's like, but I don't think you'll like it.
He's like, you would not like it.
It's an acquired taste.
So he doesn't even offer it to them. Because it's blood.
And
that's when she freaks out. After
she sees the finger in the stew.
There's just... I don't even know. This movie felt like it was like
5 hours long.
Like 5 hours. It's so boring. It is such a struggle to get through this movie.
The big issue is like, okay, they set this stupid ass movie up, right? and they introduce like our countess, our seductress countess, right? And you think like, oh, she's gonna run a reverse train for all these dudes.
Well, yeah,
right?
because it's fucking Vampire's Night Orgy.
Yeah, the title, right? Vampire's Night Orgy.
She's gonna seduce all of them, run a train through them, and turn them all into vampires.
No,
she doesn't.
She seduces one guy in the easiest seduction I've ever seen in my life.
I don't even think she seduced him. They just wanted to fuck immediately. There's no seduction there.
Our dude's been driving for a day and a half. Listen, he's fucking pent up.
All these princesses act like they're fucking just
listen.
They're like the most inconvenienced people possible because they've been driving for like a day in a bus. Yeah. And I'm like, bitch, what do you mean you're tired? Like, oh, we want to go to another town to rest up.
Rest up in an abandoned town.
The logic of why they go to the town is not mathing to me.
Nothing.
It just doesn't make sense. There's no like logical person that would be like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Well, plus like as you watch the movie, like people keep disappearing.
Well, and also when
they keep disappearing, and the remaining people are just kind of like,
well, because also when they like
whatever.
When they like bitch about the money, right? So that they have the main guy that they're all going for a job, and when he's bitching about the money, I'm like, why didn't you just drive to the town and just fucking go get paid?
If you have no money, yeah.
If you really cared that much, why did you like be like, oh, we got to stop and rest in this random ass town that's only 10 kilometers away, even though the other one's only like 100 kilometers away, even though that's not that far, because it doesn't take them at the end of the movie when our heroes go to the next town. It doesn't take them that long to get there.
No.
So like these princesses were like, oh, we've been traveling for a day straight. Oh man, I'm beat. Let's go hang out in this abandoned fucking city
that's not even on the map.
It's so stupid. It's just so like illogical.
How about the riveting?
Like, I get horror movies are supposed to have stupid people. I get
Debatable, but sure.
But like, they have to be at least a little bit logical where you could connect with them.
It has to be consistent in the world.
There has to be something to connect you with these characters and make you understand why they make the decisions they do. And there is none of that in this movie.
No, they don't even bother.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
Our amazing cemetery scene.
Oh my god. The one where the fucking little girl dies?
Yeah.
I still don't get this scene. I don't understand.
Nothing to get. Our dude... So our girl is... Her mom is like... So her mom's I'm going out.
I'm going out. No explanation. Not a single explanation. It's just like, stay here. And then... The girl's like, bet, and
let's play.
The girl's like, okay. No, she's like, oh, my mom said not to go out, and he's like, well, don't worry, we'll be back quick. Before she knows you're gone. And she's like, okay. So they start playing with rocks, and then they like go to the cemetery, and this is so stupid. Okay, it's even stupider because they don't explain what the little boy is. He's not a vampire. Yes. I don't know what he is. Like a ghost, maybe?
He has to be a vampire. He kills her.
Yeah, but he doesn't like bite her.
Because he's a good vampire.
No, he's not.
Sure he is.
No, he's not.
He doesn't want her to die.
He accidentally kills her.
Yeah, accident.
Yeah, but like, why did he even bring her into the cemetery in danger in the first place?
He wanted to bury her doll.
Is he so good? Why the fuck is he being so cryptic?
He wanted to bury her doll.
He's fucking cryptic as shit. He's like, he's not helping at all. He's like actually becoming more of a detriment if he's trying to help.
He wanted to bury her doll.
I don't fucking understand this goddamn character. I don't fucking get it.
He wanted to bury the doll.
Because he's like, yeah, let's bury your doll. And then they bury it and leave an arm out. And he's like, ha. And she's like, why did we leave an arm out?
And he says nothing.
And he doesn't say anything.
And then he disappears. And then she's locked in the cemetery.
Why? Okay, if he's so good, why did he put her in danger? I don't get it. I don't understand.
And a bunch of old fucks start ambling to the cemetery.
Except for 4 old fucks that ambush the mom in the
They ambush the mom in the hotel room.
She is like not even concerned that her daughter's missing, and is just like going around and just Violet,
she ends
where
up
are
finding
you, Violet?
the crypt with the Countess.
And the Countess chases her out into her room, and then they all attack her and massage her to death.
The 4 old fucks from the group that got her into vampires.
Yes.
Including Caesar.
All attack
they godpile her.
Yeah, they just they just lay on top of her, basically.
The little girl's locked in the cemetery. All the old fucks are coming.
And she's all scared. And
then she hides with our kid, and he, like, sits on top of her and, like...
smothers her to death?
So she doesn't scream. And then he smothers her to death.
But he cries... He's the only one that has any emotion in the movie. And I still don't understand... why he even brought her there.
No idea.
Like, if he cares so much about her, why did he put her, like, in the middle of danger? I don't get it. Because he's all sad when she dies. And he... like rolls her into a grave and buries her
with her arms sticking out.
And then the mom comes as a vampire, even though she has no fangs. And
they only could afford one set of fake
teeth. She sees the arm and is like salivating over her daughter's arm.
And then she
just drags the daughter out of the grave.
And then she drags the daughter's lifeless body off into the nothing.
And then just no, you don't get a resolution of that.
There's there's nothing there.
And it's just the boy crying, and that's done. That's over.
That whole thing is done.
That's all you see. That's literally the only explanation you get for that fucking thing. And it makes 0 sense.
There's nothing.
There's nothing to even interpret. There's no way you can interpret that other than just bullshit. It's just bullshit. It's just
that's the movie.
They didn't have a single explanation for anything in this movie. They just didn't bother to explain anything.
Yeah, whatever.
Because at the end, they even try and explain why they can walk in the sunlight, and that didn't even make sense.
Well, to be fair, we were too busy smashing our heads in to listen.
I wanted to die this entire movie. I was
by that ending, by that time they got to that scene,
please end everything.
We were losing it because our guy and the girl.
Let's talk about the end
get
scene.
Their car going.
Oh my god, it is the most confusing
and is the most just least exciting.
It's so messy too. Messy is the right word for it. It's so messy. It's incoherent. It is at times extremely incoherent.
It is just them slowly driving their car while occasionally old people jump on their car and shake it.
Well, what's weird is like at certain times they like go to a dead end and he just stops the car. It's not like he's like trying to like veer it around quickly.
You understand. The old people are shaking his car so much
that he has to stop.
That his wheels for some reason can't go.
But then they do.
After the old people.
Well, and there's this like weird like screeching sound the entire time, and I literally wanted to die.
I think that's the soundtrack.
It was a soundtrack, but it sounds like nails on a chalkboard. I could not stand this fucking end scene.
It's pretty bad.
I was getting like angry at this fucking scene.
And eventually,
it is unbearable to watch.
After enough scenes of old people shaking the car and them awkwardly falling and awkwardly slowly driving, they drive off.
I do enjoy the scenes of the old men with their faces smashed up against
the car,
against the glass.
And then as they drive away, you see an awkward shot of someone getting into the back passenger seat.
Yes.
And they're
just randomly, away. Even though they're like driving at full speed at this point.
And they're driving away, and they're like, "We're safe." And then guess what?
The Countess is back there, and
they wrestle,
and they wrestle,
and our dude hands our woman like a stick.
It literally looks like a stick. I don't know if it's supposed to be a cross or what it's supposed to be, but she slashes it. Okay.
She stabs the Countess in the chest. And the Countess has green goop on her face now.
Gashes her forehead, and then...
We don't actually see that happen, but sure.
She has a gash in her forehead.
I don't care. Well, I don't care if she's got money shots on her face. It don't matter.
That's the thing. There is no money shots in a movie that's called Vampire's Night Orgy.
No, there's nothing.
There's no money shots anywhere.
The closest money shot is, like I said, the green goop on her face for no reason.
Creepy peeping Tom scene. That's about it. And the awkward sex scene. That's it. That's the only sex scenes you get.
That's all you get.
That's it.
She stabs the Countess, and then after like 2 or 3 times of stabbing her, the guy's like, okay, that's enough. We need
evidence.
We need evidence.
We need to bring this to the police.
And then they go there.
Oh my god.
And the fucking Countess is now a goddamn beef jerky.
Well, but it turns into a skeleton and then turns into nothing, like the beginning of the movie.
And then they go to the cops.
There's no logical explanation for any of this.
They go to the cops. The cops are like, this town is on the map.
I love how he stares at this woman that's like in her 30s and this man that's in his 40s.
You young people.
You young people are like, you don't understand. You make shit up.
You imagine too much.
There's nothing over there. There's nothing. We can even drive there.
We'll drive there and show you.
Let's do it.
And they drive there and they just...
I love how they're like, we need the Countess for evidence, and then literally do nothing with her fucking corpse.
Apparently her corpse just disintegrates off camera.
I guess, because they don't even bring that up.
No.
Because, again, nothing in this movie makes any goddamn sense.
Nothing matters at the end.
Nothing matters.
They drive to where the town is supposed to be.
This ending does not even make sense.
There's nothing there.
It's fucking stupid.
And they're like... See, I told you.
And they're like, oh, okay, well, I guess you don't believe us. All right, let's drive us back to the town, right? So
they drive back, and the camera pans over, and
they see the bus
is sitting like 5 feet off the road.
Like, clearly visible from the road. Like, they would have seen it.
And apparently no one saw it.
And they're like, oh, whatever, like, they just, in the movie.
Nothing actually matters. Nothing matters. There's no orgy. There's no nothing.
There's no nothing in this movie. It's just a bunch of nothing. It's fucking infuriating. Like you just desperately want something to happen in this goddamn movie, and like you want something exciting to happen, and nothing exciting happens. Nothing logical happens. There's no character development. There's just old people staring at a camera. That's all you get with this fucking movie.
If you're terrified of old people, this is old people doing nothing.
There has to be a phobia of that. This is the right movie for that person, because the only horror scenes are old people gnashing their gnarled, like fucking ugly ass teeth at the camera.
And petting people to death.
And then one vampire that looks like a vampire. That's it. And she dies like the easiest fucking vampire on the planet.
She just gets poked a couple times.
There's just no reason to watch this fucking movie.
It's
like, it is a rough watch, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a little bad.
This is I mean, if you couldn't tell. No, we loved it. Yeah. It's just... It's unbearable. Like, it's one of those movies that, like, it's only like an hour and 20 minutes. It feels like forever long.
It's also one of those movies that it starts off and you're kind of like, okay, decent looking movie, not bad looking.
I will say that the movie does not look bad. But everything in the movie is bad.
People start talking and you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, well, whatever. Maybe it'll be entertaining.
Maybe. And okay, so...
And then it's not.
Sports fans, I'm just going to say it right here. This is one of those movies where if I was watching it just personally, I probably would have turned it off like first 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, no shot would I have watched any of this movie.
Yeah, no. As soon as people start talking...
So you're even yawning.
I'm yawning mid-sentence. I was ready.
I was ready for this movie to be over.
My energy levels were just destroyed.
I am zapped, dude. Like, when we did live streams,
That's how I felt.
You would feel after, the 3 hours or whatever, or however long we did it, I would feel like the most exhausted. 3
hours? We did it for 6 hours, bro.
Yeah, it'd be like a whole day, right?
5 hours in, we're
this
like, oh my
movie
God.
made me feel like I was live streaming again because we would just be zapped. Dude, I wanted to do nothing after those live streams. I was like a fucking vegetable at that point.
Yeah, I feel like a vegetable.
Like you know
what I feel like?
A husk.
I feel like the old people in this movie.
Like you mentioned, the fucking mummy people.
Yeah.
That were just like sucked of all their life force.
Emotep just sucks their life force out.
Life force.
That's me.
And you're just sitting there just like...
yeah.
Or like...
It's fucking me.
Like, I just... Oh my God. It's such a hard watch. It is a challenge to watch this movie.
It's kind of it's almost deceiving.
It kind of is.
The shittiness sneaks up on you.
It sneak attacks you.
It's like
that's the most horrifying part of the entire movie.
It's like when you eat you get a new hot sauce and you put a little dab on it on your food and you try it out and you're like, what the fuck? This is nothing. And then well, then it starts burning your asshole.
Or you're like, yeah, what? This is nothing, and then you pour a bunch on there, right? Because you're like, ooh, it tastes good though. Like, let's try more. And then you put way too much of it on there,
and your nose starts leaking,
and you're just like, holy shit.
Yeah. You're fucking all your orifices are leaking.
I would enjoy that more than watching this movie though,
because the only thing leaking here
is my brain.
Was my life force.
Like.
Leaking out my ears, my nose, my eyeballs. Everything. Every hole in my body is leaking my life fluids, okay?
I don't know if you guys enjoy these kind of episodes
where we
just suffer, but we do it for the love of the game, but my God, it takes a toll. It takes a fucking toll. I will never even think about this movie after this fucking review. I can't.
What is there to think about?
There's nothing. Like, is it like Death Nurse bad? No.
It's not even...
Death Nurse is the most abysmal, unwatchable bullshit.
No, this isn't even... It's probably not even top... It's probably not even like bottom 20 worst. Not even.
No. It's just bad. It's just boring and bad, which it's just... There's nothing here. There's no substance to anything in the movie. You watch it and you're just like, why the fuck did I watch that movie? Like, you just sit back and you're just like, why did I waste my time?
Why did I torture myself?
Like, there is so much I could have done with that hour and 20 minutes. I could have written something or created art or created something else or done a podcast episode.
We did create art.
Yeah.
We are in the middle.
Creating something right now. But what I'm saying is we didn't need to watch that movie to do it.
Yes, we did, because, the term is art from adversity. True pain creates art.
Yes.
And that is what we did.
So, for
this piece of crap.
We know who you are who recommended this. I won't say names.
We did. We did earlier.
Oh, did we? So, Blackwater Media, what the fuck? I mean, I love you, man, but come on. This is ass. This is ass. You made us watch like Al Adamson, and now you're making us watch this kind of shit?
Spanish Al Adamson.
God damn, dude. Fucking.
At least, unlike Al Adamson, I didn't have to sit through a scene of a mentally challenged man being raped.
That is a plus.
Is given that to us.
That is a plus. That is a definite plus. This movie did not have that. That's what I can give it. There we go. There's the point. Point for this movie. The one point I can give this movie is not an Al Adamson joint.
It didn't have that happening. It did assault me.
Do we even need to do Shitty or Pretty? I don't even know. Okay, we'll go to it. Let's go to a review. 2, yeah, because it's not a 1, because 1 is like unwatchable garbage. Which it is unwatchable garbage, but it's not. We reserve the 1 for like Heavy Metal Massacre,
the worst movie ever.
The worst movie ever made. Black Devil Doll from Hell, the second worst movie ever made.
Because this, until I would say for 80% of this movie, it's a decent looking movie.
That is about it. I can give it that.
It does deep fry itself at the very end, unfortunately.
Yeah.
For 80% of it.
It is decent. Like it's not the worst thing I've ever seen.
Until you get to the ending with the old people hopping on the car, then it just becomes
because the scenery is beautiful. It's like shot on location in Spain, and like
it's colorful.
It's colorful. It's nice. They shoot at night. There's stuff cinematography wise. There's stuff to enjoy. That's it.
But
that is it.
You look too deep.
Well,
falls apart.
Like you said, people start talking, and it like unravels the fuck out of the entire movie.
And if you think to yourself, it's literally a movie about a group of people that get trapped in a village of vampires. How in the world do you fuck it up? They do. How do you make it nonsensical? Well, they do.
You want a good movie where that happens? Go watch 30 Days of Night.
Well, I'm not...
Or any other fucking zombie movie on the planet. God. Or vampire movie.
This movie is also interesting because it's like... You have one vampire. Basically, one vampire. Everyone else is kind of a zombie.
They're basically zombies, yeah.
Because they walk in daylight.
That was like a Freudian slip, but it's true.
No,
they are zombies. Because they walk around during daylight. They don't have fangs. And they don't like have the traditional tropes of a vampire.
Yeah, there's nothing with crosses or daylight.
You know what's
like
so there is so little fighting back in this movie that none of the villagers even die.
Oh no.
None of the villagers even get like they don't fight back at all.
You knew you were deep fried in the oil when our first death, our dude just falls over because two old people shove him, and he just lays on the ground while the retirement home attacks him.
Every single person in this movie, basically, like when they're dying, just accepts their fate.
Yeah.
They just are like, well, there's nothing I can do. Might as well.
Yeah.
I can't fight back a bunch of old geriatric fucks.
The retirement home is attacking. I can't do anything.
I can't do anything. Damn, Graham is gonna is gonna murder me. Oh shit.
Graham's gonna massage me to death.
Oh no, G-Paw, please don't.
That's the movie.
It's just
baffling.
It is baffling.
Strange choices.
And I know this is a short review, but there's nothing here. It's such a simple, stupid plot that goes nowhere. None of the characters are interesting. None of this, like, the scenery is the only interesting part of this movie.
Yeah, seriously. We have a character in this whose entire thing is he's a peeping Tom.
And he's our hero. Our final girl, there's, like, nothing to her. Like, there's no interesting thing that happens with her.
Will. Jack Taylor makes for a reliably sleazy man.
A reliably sleazy man in a unreliably sleazy movie.
And you know my favorite thing about that stupid quote is...
That is perfect. That is the perfect way to just seal this entire movie.
Yeah, like what...
It just perfectly encapsulates this goddamn movie.
And my favorite
thing is...
Because
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for the movie. It's nonsense.
Like, who would care about that?
Like, why would they even put that on the Blu-ray?
And my favorite thing is it's not like a critic name. Like, it's not like an actual name. It's a username. It's a username, humanoid of flesh, and it's on Chibi. Chyby. Have you ever heard of Chibi?
You know what? That's all you need to say. Okay, that quote alone explains my entire thought process for the movie and their entire thought process for making this movie. It is just nonsense because that quote is nonsense and the movie is just nonsense, just unwatchable nonsense. That is all it is. That is my final say. It is unwatchable garbage.
Yeah, I would say, that's all you need.
An unreliably sleazy movie with a reliably sleazy man. And that's all.
Okay, I'm done. I cannot go down this rabbit hole. of that nonsense
quote. The quote. I mean, we can dissect it if you want to.
Reliably sleazy man.
What
does that mean?
I don't know. Why would you want a reliably sleazy? Okay, so historically in movies, your sleazy character in horror movies is probably the first one to die.
I'm trying to think in my head of like, can I think of a movie in my head where I would use that sentence and like a
maybe
a good
like
way. I don't know. I'm struggling to think of it.
Maybe like a Nicolas Cage movie, because he's been sleazy.
Like the closest. Okay, because you mentioned that the closest thing I could think of, and it's not even a horror movie. It's like a fucking drama. Is Bad Lieutenant.
That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking, because it is.
But that's
drama.
The point.
But he's supposed to be.
It's in the title.
He's supposed to be sleazy
because he's a bad lieutenant.
He's a bad dude. That's the whole fucking point of the movie. But the only other thing is I can think of, like, and he's not even sleazy, but like maybe like Vampire's Kiss, where he thinks he's a vampire, right? And so he just fucks around.
It's just him going absolutely psycho mode.
I guess that would be the closest I can think of to be like reliably sleazy person.
But there's like a point to that.
But that's the actor portraying a reliably sleazy man.
Yeah, but there's a point to it.
Yeah.
It's
because he's convinced himself he's a vampire. In this one, they don't convince themselves that they're vampires. There's fucking zombie vampires in a village.
Well, yeah, and that's not the sleazy part. The sleazy part is he's a fucking peeping Tom. He's a peeper.
I don't even think they thought it through. I don't think that quote thought it through. I don't think the movie thought it through. Nothing in the fucking... That quote doesn't make sense. This movie doesn't make sense. So fuck it. I'm done. I'm done.
I think we're done.
Fuck you, you goddamn piece of shit movie. Go straight to hell. Like, this movie fucking blows. Fucking Vampires Night Orgy, vampires suck my balls. Like...
Vampires suck it.
Oh, God. Yeah, so for They Mostly Come Out at Night, this has been Will.
This is with Alex.
We'll talk to you all later.
Get those requests in, baby.
Reliably sleazy requests,
get those
please.
Yeah.
Reliably sleazy.
Only. Reliably sleazy.
We will only start taking sleazy requests now.
Reliably.
But not like softcore porn.
Not unreliable.
Not unreliable. We need reliable.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
Whatever that means, it's up to us.
Sure. Once we make that make sense, we'll decide.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll be back once that makes sense.
Okay. Goodbye.